Welcome to the Tasting Loft at Canoe Ridge Estate Winery. Today we're blending our Canoe Ridge Cabernet. To me, blending is one of the most important things you do as a winemaker. You take individual lots of wine, sometimes many lots of wine, and you put them together and you see how they react together. It's really I call it the wizardry of winemaking. For example, you could have two wines. Maybe wine A is Canoe Ridge Cabernet, of course, with a lovely bright cherry aroma. And wine B has come from new French oak and has a lot of spice and structure. And you think that blending them together will give you Canoe Ridge fruit, bright cherries, and spices, because you've just put A and B together like addition. Instead, you get like complex calculus, because now you have bright vanilla, black cherry, licorice. Too much is going on in wine. It's not simple addition. Combining these two lots brings multiple aromas and flavors that were in the wine but you couldn't quite smell up to the top. The Canoe Ridge blending today comprised or started with about 40 individual lots. The final blend only had 13 or 14 of them. So it's very important to see how each of those wines react with each other.
I think the importance of blending, especially with a wine like Canoe Ridge Cabernet, is bringing out the specific characteristics that we want to highlight, finding those things that are unique to Canoe Ridge, the tannin, the fruit that it shows.
There's wines that you get to revisit that you haven't seen for over a year at some point. It's sort of how I imagine sending a kid off to college would be. You raise them up from the beginning and try to shape them and form them into what you would like them to be, and then they go away, and like aging in barrels, and you don't know what's going on and what's happening. And when they return, you get to see not only your influence, but their own personality that has evolved and come out.
The team dynamic is extremely important. If you just tasted by yourself and blended by yourself, then you would be limited to your own experiences and your own palate. Having everybody together creates a better wine and a better blend in the end.
Important part of the wine is a single vineyard estate bottling. We make this wine to express the vineyard. So part of the process of blending is to ensure that each of those individual lots, when they're blended together, they express that sense of place, the terroir of Canoe Ridge very clearly. So you have a very, very warm vineyard site like Canoe that expresses cool site qualities in the fruit and has this elegant dusty tannin, but it's an older vineyard. So it has the weight of older vines, the concentration, and all of these things together make Canoe Ridge a very unique wine.